Yeah.
Oh, that's Brenda. Brenda in relationships. Okay. All right. Well, we'll wait for everybody to come back on again.
Right.
And then we'll start. Brenda and relationships. She needs a rebel card.
Yeah.
And
Hi, Bridget.
Bridget's first.
Oh, Brenda's here. She's still
Brenda.
here. Thank you. I'm so glad you're still here.
Everybody, it's time to detox. Drink a smoothie. Unfriend that a-hole. That was for you, Courtney.
Yeah, that was for Courtney.
Throw that S out. Okay.
All right. Brenda's next. So yeah, are you going to be entering into a new relationship soon in the near future? Oh, good, Marianne. I'm glad it's better.
So I have start a revolution. So for me, I feel like for me, the energy of this card, Brenda, it's about within yourself being very clear about what you've had before that doesn't serve you anymore and changing that directory of what you're picking. So you've got a lot of changing to do, and it's manifesting, which goes along with this, right? It's about, what do you want? What do you really want in a man? And know that you deserve it. Like, that's a big part of this. Because I look at the universe is up there, and she's talking to her friend, dreaming about who that would fit the bill. Like, what are the qualifications? How to look at all those books. So you need to start educating yourself. What do you want? What is the kind of person that you want? You have some work to do, I think, before you're ready to go that way. And then you deserve it. Like, know that you deserve what you create. You have to know that you deserve that. And then you can put it together by manifesting it. So I feel like it's in your energy, but this is your main card right now, is you need to do some more inner work. You need to be clear. It's kind of like with Courtney. What do I really want? Do I want someone who's going to throw a pot of noodles on me? Or do I want someone who's going to really cherish me? And so that's where I think you're at right now. You're in that crossroads of really deciding what is it that you want. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in the effing la la land. Choose bravely. That's going to be a big thing for you. That brave is going to be, again, I think the theme is come out of what we had and go into what we want. What do we feel like we deserve, what we want in our life, and don't settle for anything less. That's, I think, your message.
Okay, so Brenda, this is what I get. I got the positive motion forward. Again, it's you sitting in control. So interesting. She's kind of in control. You're holding the reins of where it is that you want to go. And then I also got the card that states it clearly, control. And I feel like this is for you too, is to really choose again. Oops. Oh, that one I flung across the room. But that one was about changing your perspective, right? And taking the time to figure out what it is that you want and really be picky, be choosy, and don't settle for anything because you are the one who's in the driver's seat of all of this, right? And what Joanne had just said, it's about manifesting, right? I don't know if you know about this, but write down exactly what you're looking for in somebody. Write down like the tiniest little details, and then you will be amazed at what comes forward, because I do have, once you're in control, you know what you want, right? You set it in motion, you just trust in the universe that it's coming. And what did I get? I get the celebration card, right? It's like dancing with friends, just celebration, things are coming wonderful for you. But it's, again, I think it's like you just like a magical manifester of the man that you want in your life.
So I have these really cute, adorable little cards. It was one of the first deck of cards I bought my little granddaughter. And I decided to pull cards for you on it because I haven't played with them. And yeah, go fit your cards. Trust your feelings, Brenda. Your angels are going to be with you and they're going to help you. But do your homework. I'm not joking.
Those are so cute.
Aren't they adorable? These are the very first cards that we used to play with when, and we had the cards that you put on your forehead and you'd have to guess. Yeah, I was training my granddaughter young.
Oh my gosh.
Now she's a tween, so she could care less, but she'll come back. She knows what I taught her. She knows our. Okay, who's next? Where are we at? Who's
that
here?
would be so cool if she came on some night. Okay, Jacqueline, you're next. If you're still here, let us know. We've got, this is what we have right in a row. Not in a hurry. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We want what's best for you too.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so this is who I have next. So Jacqueline, we're going to do you next, and then we have Cassandra, Maureen, Marianne, and Bridget.
Okay.
If you guys are still here, just let us know. We know you're here, Bridget, and Marianne here.
So we're doing Jacqueline right now.
Jacqueline.
And Jacqueline wants a boyfriend too, right? What was Jacqueline's question? Oh, where she's going in life.
I don't know how to word it. She wants to
oh, Cassandra. Did you get Cassandra?
Focus. I think I said that.
Okay.
I say Cassandra. You say Cassandra. Maybe you didn't quite understand me.
That was funny. Okay, Jacqueline, let's word your question in a way that we can help you.
Yeah.
I kind of got the gist of your question, though.
Oh, she doesn't know what she wants.
Oh.
Join the club. Well, it's time for you, Marianne.
So it's all about the direction. Are you going on the right path and are you in the right time? Does that work? I always get both. Sorry. So was it Marsha's way or my way?
East Coast, West Coast.
Do you have a Boston accent to it or a Californian accent to it? Okay.
So Jacqueline, what are you doing? Oh, she likes mine.
You like, okay. Which is yours again?
Cassandra.
Not the ka. The K.
Cassandra.
Ka. I can't even say it.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I said it wrong. I didn't mean to make fun or laugh at your name. I love that name, actually. I've always loved that name.
I know. Doesn't it sound so elegant?
It does. It
I know.
absolutely does. Aw.
Okay.
Aw.
Oh, what?
Aw. Spirit, 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 spirit. Do you want to go first?
Are we, is the question is Jacqueline on the right track? Because
pretty
yeah,
much.
I think you are pretty much on the right track. So I got the message in a bottle, which to me, so I know you're doing a lot of different things, right? So you're doing this, you're doing that, you want to try everything. And you know what? I know the feeling of when you're starting something new and you want to go head first into it and do it, but then you're going to just keep going. I feel like once you want to get focused, right? Because, and pay attention to the signs from spirit, right? Pay attention to what it is that really lights you up. What brings you the most? Because you know what? You can have, do all kinds of things. It's not, some people feel that they have to be pigeonholed into one thing. Like I have to do mediumship only and I can't touch anything else. But you can do all kinds of things. And that's the thing for one thing I want you to pay attention to is listen to yourself, like right now, right today, what is making you feel good? What is making you lighting you up? I feel like that's how it is, because unless you do that, you're just going to go in circles and you're just going to be, where am I going first? Spend a little time doing one thing and then move on. But you're always it's like you're filling your toolbox, right? With all the different things that you can bring to a reading for somebody or just to everyday life, you know, because I feel that you could live a spirit driven life, right? Or you are living a spirit driven life. You're paying attention to all of those signs. Okay, Joanne.
So I've got something similar. What I loved it was about the light. So this is about looking at that light that's within you. It's focusing on that gift, the gift that is within you, and bringing, like, she has that light, and it looks like, to me, it's like that is her light, that is her shining her light in the beautiful world of what she is and who she is. And that's what you need to do, is focus on the beauty within you and not try to be something else or something that somebody else is or copying somebody else. It's about being authentically true to who you are, which is really an amazing person. And then it's that, again, you've got that light coming out, but the Pandora, it's like the gift that keeps giving. So it's, you have those gifts, again, the light that's right at your heart space, that's going to be flourishing and going to be growing. And you have to have the trust that it's going to do it in the right time, because it's going to take faith for you to be able to get to that point, right? It's all about trusting that where we're at is where we're supposed to be for a specific reason. And I know it really sucks, and I've been there, and it's frustrating because you want to get there faster. And Marcia can tell you how many hours I've talked to her about that. But it's about having that faith and that trust that you will get there, and that it, like the sunflower, it just unfolds. It happens. And if you know a sunflower, the sunflower is a flower that keeps giving. It's got all those seeds in there. So you've got plenty in there to be able to give to people. But faith is going to be your Achilles heel, I feel. This is like the hardest part of what you're going to have to go through. You have a connection to the spiritual world and to your higher self already. So again, you have to trust that you're going to get to where you need to go. Your biggest thing is this card right now, because you have hidden blessings, right? We already saw that here. You've got the hidden blessings that you're going to share and that you're going to be able to give to people, but you're going to have to adjust and trust and move forward. Fly to who you are and not anybody else. You're totally on your right path. You're totally where you're supposed to be, because you're still exploring. This is all about exploring. This is about exploring too, right? To me, when I looked at this, it's like all those hidden treasures that you don't even realize are there yet. They're all those gifts that you have that you're going to give to people. And this is, to me, this card reminds me of a learning and a teaching. So you're going to be a learner through life, and you're also going to be a teacher through life. And I feel like it's just about you trusting that when the time is right for you, that you're going to be able to take off and do all the things that you want to do. Look at that butterfly, or the bird, all these birds. Anyway, you're right where you're supposed to be.
So, Jacqueline, I did pick another card as Joanne was talking, and I got gentleness. So I asked a message from the angels because I just absolutely love them. Archangel Sandalphon, and it's being gentle with yourself. Isn't this great? You know, so I think it's, you know, you want everything in a hurry, right? You want it all. I know that feeling. You want it all now. And this is really about just being kind to yourself and saying, you know, you don't have to do it all at the moment. Although I know the feeling, you know, you're trying something new and you want to get to the heart of it, right? You want to be the best that you can be. But it's really surround yourself with, be gentle to yourself, and surround yourself with people like Joanne who can support you, who can, they're also going to be gentle with you, and they're also going to be encouraging and supportive to you. And I think that's what you know, just make sure you're in that supportive environment.
You are a wonderful person. Have faith in the miracles that are coming to you. We are all different, so you just need to be who you are.
Yep.
I don't like what you said about searching for something. You don't really need to be searching because you have it within you, but I get what you're saying, because you're still looking for where you land. And that will happen totally, for sure.
And you know, it's funny, it just happens too.
It does.
It just happen. It will just be there. Yeah.
It's crazy how you just one day you're like, hey, wait a minute. Did I get there? Oh, wait.
You know, it's funny. How many times you try something new and you're like, this is it. This is my new path. Yeah. And then 2 months later, you're like, not so much anymore.
Yeah.
But you're gonna just don't be hard on yourself. You'll just find it, and then you're just gonna be there and be happy as a little. I don't even know what I said. Happy as a clam the other day. Somebody said, "What the heck's that mean?"
You said it here several times.
I know.
But that's funny because I've done that. I've done so many different certifications and courses and whatever, this and that. And it all comes together to create who you are.
Right.
And then at one point you finally realize, I mean, I've heard people say that and I didn't really understand it. I need to work on my speaking until recently, where you're like, I don't need to be the student anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You get to that point where you're like, okay, now I get what I'm supposed to do with all of these things that I've learned.
And they're all important. They're all
on
that path. It's on the growth. It's all important. It's all useful. It's something that you're going to use.
And sometimes we feel like it's not. Sometimes we feel like, oh my God, am I really going to take another class? But I love it. It's like you just took another class, little Normand, and you're like so excited about it. And then we go on to whatever else. And because for me, like you, Jacqueline, I think you are the student and the teacher. And I feel like that's what I am. I love being the student and I love being the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Works that way. All right, where are we going?
Okay, Cassandra is next with general. And can I just ask?
Cassandra.
Oh, feels like forever. I know.
I hear you, Jacqueline. I hear you.
Know. You know what, though, Jacqueline? I will guarantee you that you said you're just waiting for validation. If you look at those signs, they're there, right? You're going to see them. And sometimes you just get blinded for some reason.
Mm-hmm. I think sometimes we're blinded because we don't have the confidence in ourselves. And I feel like you're still on that, more on the 3/4 full of that, not quite up to 100 yet. And so I feel like you're going to get there soon, but you're going to get there when you get there, and you can't rush it. You just can't.
I've thinking tried. The other day that
what?
Why can't we just be happy right where we are?
I know, right?
Because it's like you're always searching for the next thing, right? The next, I don't know, but be happy where you are, because where you are is more than you were yesterday, right? And if you look back, maybe a year ago, right? And you're like, I'm so much, you would have been so happy to be where you are a year ago, right? Where you are now.
Yeah.
So be happy in that where you are. I think that's important too.
Yeah, exactly.
You're always searching for more.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You're going to blink and you're going to be there. So.
I know. And you want to know something, Jacqueline? We're right there with you.
I know we are.
To each other.
Absolutely. I still wake up every morning going, where am I going? What am I doing? Can I even, oh my God. So really quickly, I know, right? Wanting more.
Yeah.
Yep. Our soul side. Yep. Riding during the journey. Absolutely. Enjoy the ride during the journey for sure. When you up level too, you still go back to the beginning. Like, because I was telling Marsha, I'm working with a teacher and she's really, really making me expand and grow, and it's very painful. And so I feel like, I don't think I remember how to do mediumship. I don't remember how to do a connection. Because you're changing your neuro brain, the patterns to your brain. And so because you learn something and then you realize there's maybe a different way or a better way. And so you try to learn that, or you try to break that old way. It's just, I think we always go through that.
Yeah. Always. And you know what? I don't think it's going to stop. So enjoy the ride, just like Bridget says.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if Maureen is here anymore, but this is who I have next. I have Cassandra.
Love. We passed you. You left us, and then we moved on.
Yeah. So
we'll have to come back to you. If you're not here, then we move on. So we ask you to let us know you're here, and if you don't respond, then we move on. So
I have Cassandra, Maureen, Marianne, Bridget, and Hotslow.
Bridget Barlow. Or Bridget Boudreau. Yeah, that is. Where did I get the L? Boudreau. Me either.
Okay, so we're going to start with Cassandra. I don't know if Maureen came back.
Cassandra, do you have yeah, you're still here. Do you have a question? Did you have a question? We can't go back and look at whatever you said because it's in the other feed. Anything. Anything. That's a big question.
I know.
That's a big statement. Are you thinking of a career change? Somehow I'm getting something to do with your career. Either a career change or something that you need to, something in your career that needs to change. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling career change. You're not liking what you're doing, though. I feel like it's not really resonating with you, or it's not singing to your heart. You are not happy where you're at. But I don't feel like it's you're not happy with what you're doing. It's where you're doing it. Is that the case? So what I feel, which I really feel like this career thing for you is a big deal right now. It's really holding you back. Do you have a little of both? Okay. Yeah, it feels that way. Do you have some friends that you like to brainstorm with? Are there some close that you really trust and that will be really honest with you that you can brainstorm with? I'm getting clarification on this job thing. Not really. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling like that's a big problem. So do you want to go first, Marcia, or do you want me to?
Okay. So I'm just going to go quickly on that because I did feel that it's so interesting when you get cards that match, right? So I've got this Six of Gabriel. This is all about, your work environment, right? And I feel like we've got horses that are moving forward, and I feel like they're moving forward pretty quickly. But I feel that it's for you. It's time for you to go after what you want, right? So if you decide this is it, this is what I want, now is a good time to harness that energy. Oh, I said harness when we've got horses and you're holding the reins of that. And I also got forward movement. This is the third person that got this beautiful card, right? I love that. And it is about moving forward. And again, this person is holding the reins of those butterflies. It's, you're holding the reins of all of that transformation for yourself, but you get to be the driver. You're going to say, where are we going? Because whatever it is, I feel it is, I don't know if in your current work that you do, I feel like I'm hearing squeaking too, Joanne. Yeah. That it's a promotion for you, right? I feel like it's whatever it is going to be, if it's in the same place that you're at, it's going to be taking on more responsibility, doing more things. And I definitely do feel that it's going to be something that speaks to your heart, something that is going to bring you contentment. It's going to make you happy. It's going to be fulfilling for you. And I do feel like now's the time to jump. If you can make a choice, stay or change, now's the time to change because we've got everything good working in your favor. Okay, Joe.
So I feel like for you, definitely, I can see that you don't have some people that you can really trust, but you really need to find some people that you can really talk to and brainstorm with, because I feel like you feel stuck. I feel like you also feel like you're running out of time, just what Marsha was saying. And this umbrella that's kind of faded away at the top is almost like it's not there, but there. So it's not really shielding you or covering you or giving you guidance or direction. Not that umbrellas do that, but they can protect us from the elements and whatever. But you see that bright light over here too. I can't do things backwards because I feel like there's so much light and there's so much creativity within you, and you're stifling that part of you. Look at the colors here. It's like very vibrant and full of life, but that's not what I feel like's coming from you. But also, if you look here, there's a key opening right there that I just keep staring at. So I feel like you know what you need to do, but I do feel like you need to brainstorm with people. What are my options? What direction should I go? Really, what we should have done too is maybe pulled what are your talents and gifts? Because I feel like you're not tapping into those. I feel like you're just at the edge of the potential of what you can do. You're in like total frozen zone. You're just not moving. Nothing's vibrating around you right now. You're like almost stuck. Like, where do I go? How do I move from here? But you just need to dive deep within yourself to find out what are your passions? What are the things that you really love doing? What do you want to do with your life? Because I feel like you're in a direction right now that you kind of went into like the beginning of your life, or at some point when, okay, now I have to get a job or whatever. But I don't feel like it's your passion and what you love to do. I also feel like you have are you connected somehow to like charity works, like I feel like there's something to do with charity or charity organizations or something, or you could create your own charity, because you can actually make a living off of that as well and be paid for it. But I feel like there's something about giving back or charity that seems to be coming up. But it's really about, remember that those jellyfish can sting. And what struck me about that is I feel like you've got some people around you, because you're going down. You're like, I need to figure this out. I'm not happy in my life. I need to make some changes. And you got some people that are going to tell you, no, it's okay. Go back to sleep. It's okay. It's okay.
No.
But you want this color in your life. And the reason that I know that is you take this deep dive and you do your work, you're going to walk right into success. Look at that peacock. It's going to just put out its feathers, and you're going to be happy in your stride. It's going to be like, look at me. I'm doing me. This is me right now. And you're not in a hurry though. I feel like, you're going to walk into it because the direction that you go is your fate. It's not something that's just going to, I'm going to fall into this accidental thing. If you do fall into an accidental thing, it's because you were supposed to be there, because you're going to go in the right direction. And everything is positive around you. The mermaid is your next one. And this is all about you just being you and creating the life that you want to live, the beauty of what's going to make you happy and what's going to make you sing. So I feel like right now you're just not really sure where to go or how to do it. You don't have the color in your life, but this is where you need to get out of. You feel frozen, like you're not able to move forward, but you can. You have to realize that this is the illusion. This is the old story, and you need to create a new story. And then you'll be fine.
That's all.
Yeah. Easy, right? Just change all those things.
Just be good. Yeah.
And take that deep dive along the way. Put on your scuba mask.
And I got those cards of movement forward, definitely positive movement, and you can go where you want to go. Go ahead, Joe.
You got two mermaids from two different decks, one mermaid from each deck.
Wow.
The deep dive is a mermaid, and so is the other one a mermaid. Do I have that one upside down?
No. Well, one of them was there.
Yeah, that one. See, mermaid and mermaid. Very interesting.
Mermaid.
Yeah, two mermaids.
What's that little deck, Joanne?
Dreams, guides. This little deck it's a tea reading.
Oh. I remember that.
I have to remember. I'll have to pull out. I don't remember what it's called, but I love this little deck. Yeah, mermaids.
Yeah.
You need to resonate with a mermaid.
Okay. Thanks, Cassandra.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Maureen, I don't know. I think Maureen is not here.
If you come back in, let us know.
Marianne, are you still here? Bridget and Heart's Love. Oh,
Mary Ann, I'm good.
I see you here. Okay. Marianne, I'm going to read that again. I'm going to go for spiritual, mentally struggling with the husband. Oh, I don't know. Try this deck.
Where's your pain at, Marianne? Parts of your body. So on a emotional level and spiritual level, when you have pains in your body, it's significantly important to what you're dealing with on a spiritual level. Are mainly your hips moving, bending, being bendable, being pliable, being flexible. That's definitely hips. So it's about, for me, all over the body, it's like I'm not enjoying my life. I'm not happy in my life. I'm not fulfilling in my life. I'm being stuck and there's obstacles in the way and poor is me. When your hips are there, it's about being flexible, being bendable, being like movable, being like really being able to kind of like go with the flow, that kind of thing. That would be on the emotional level, what's going on when we have things in our body. It means something. For me, it's my knees and I'm being too damn stubborn.
So, Marianne, this is what I'm thinking. So, when I know that, mentally you're still feeling the grief of your sister's passing. And I think it's just that body is feeling for me, I got two cards, mental cards, the swords, right? It's really about what you're thinking, what you're telling yourself. And I just think that it's a time to, I don't even know what to say. Just, I don't want to say relax, but kind of just like let things go and just kind of focus on you, like do some, I don't want to say meditation, but it's really kind of getting into your own thoughts. And it's really on how you look at things. You've got a lot of stuff going on, and it's really a lot. And I feel like it's time for you now to just kind of go inward and take care of you. So I got these cards that are, I got also work cards with you. And it's so interesting because it's talking about being self-employed, which I know that you are, right? And when you're self-employed, it's always you have to let so much go, and I feel like you can't get off the couch. I know.
Yeah.
I'm on my couch with you, Marianne. I know the feeling. It's like you just feel like, what can I do? But it's and that's all a mental thing too. And it's again, I think it's kind of like what we were telling Jacqueline. It just happens someday. It's just going to happen. You're going to get off the couch, and maybe you do one little thing a day, one tiny thing that's going to make you get off the couch, even if you're only off the couch for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But you're going to build on that, right? You're going to keep on going. And I love this because like I said, I got all these cards that are kind of, the mental, the thoughts, and that can be bringing you down. But I love this because what do we have in the end? It's the sun, right? It really is. You're not going to be there forever. You're not going to stay there. You're going to move. And like I said, your hips hurt, and the more you sit down there, the more your hips are going to hurt, right? You have to really get you moving, get your mind moving, get your creativity moving, which I know that you're really great with all of that creativity, but just do it. I think if you're when you see too much, right? When you see that big thing at the end and you feel like you cannot get there, you can't get to the top of that mountain. But if you take little baby steps, all of a sudden you're at the top of the mountain. So I think it's just doing a little bit every single day just to move yourself forward. And I think you're gonna get to the sunshine at the end. Believe me, I know you will.
Everything Marcia said. What I have is behind the mask. So you're not really allowing the true you to come out. You're hiding behind you. Like you don't have the confidence to just step out and be you fully. So you need to really come behind the mask and be the truth of who you are, which is a part of, right, not being flexible or not being bendable or not, the whole body is not really standing into your life and being able to live your life. It's all about hiding about who you are. Because when we're doing that, then we're not being authentically who we are. We're trying to kind of mold and shape into what people may think we should be or want us to be. Or I'm a queen of that one, so I totally get it. But the other thing is the hidden motives, right? Why are you doing the things that you're doing? Or is it because you don't feel confident in yourself? Is it because you don't feel like you're good enough? Is it worthiness issues? Or is it fear of being successful? Is it fear of people actually seeing your abilities and how good you are at these things? So there's a lot of things that these two cards work together. So it's being able to step out of that, because you have the healing that's coming towards you. It's all there for you, and you have been through a lot. So it really is about going back to having that self-love and that self-compassion right now, because you've gone through a lot, and you can't expect just to bounce up and be this, like, chirpy, happy, chipper person that's just going to be taking life by the horns and running with it right now, because you're still doing the healing that you've needed to do for so many things, not just what you've been through, but also years of all the stuff that you've gone through at that point too, and the self-worthiness and the being able to be who you are. We all have that. I mean, every person, even the most successful, has worthiness issues. I'm not good enough, or I can't believe they really like me, or I'm a facade. I'm a fake. I can't even say it. Because it's really about, again, you got modify too. It's like changing the way you think. Like for me, it's changing the way you think right away. Right? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking about yourself? What is that repetition that's going on in your head? What is your story that you're telling yourself? You have to change the direction you're going. You have this healing light that's directing and guiding you. Now you have to be able to say, okay, I'm going to do it in a different way. I'm going to look at life in a different way, because you've made progress. So it's not like you haven't moved forward. It's that you haven't moved forward enough for you, which we're all there. We totally get it. I totally feel like, dang, I have not done enough. I should have done more. Why am I not here? I had this goal to be there. Why am I not there? So don't be so hard on yourself, because you have moved forward. You have made a lot of good, successful moves to better your life and to change the directory of your life. So your biggest Achilles heel are these two, I think. It's about not caring what the hell anybody thinks of you in any way, shape, or form, and changing the thoughts that you have in your head. What's the story that you're telling yourself, and how can you change that? And voila.
And voila, don't go. Because I put my deck of cards away, but one just stayed on the desk. And I was like, interesting. What is that? It's release. It is really, it's Marianne, it's releasing people, situations, just stuff that you just don't need in your life anymore, and really releasing it and not caring. I think Joanne said that about not caring what other people think or not caring what other people say, but Marianne, do you? And one of the things that I did want to say was fear of success, right? So many people have fear of success. Why? And it's like, that's like a weird thing, right? Why would you be afraid of succeeding? Personally, I think because when you succeed and you get there, well, then you have to maintain, right? So then you think, can I maintain this success? I might have done a great job this once, but can I do it again? And can I keep on doing it? And you have to just have that, just like Joanne said, it's the thought process, right? Know that you can do it. Know that you're worthy of it all. And you can do it, and you will be able to maintain it. It's not a fluke when you do something good. People are going to keep coming back to you for more and more and more.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing we all have, the imposter syndrome, right? I mean, sometimes I'll still go when I'm doing a mediumship reading going, It says, I'm a fraud. This is not real.
I know.
And then you do it, and it's like,
Yeah.
what?
And when I got it right, well, it was an accident. It's not going to happen again.
So you got the believe what you see, face reality, or live in effing la la land. Choose bravely. So you have that again, believe what you see. What you are is who you are. You can't change that. You can make yourself the mask, right? We make ourselves smaller. If I wear the mask and I'm smaller and I don't have to be me, and then there's no responsibility to me.
I love that. Choose bravely.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to tell you guys, this is kind of funny. A few years ago, I do my vision boards. I needed courage so badly because I was just a chicken. I went on Amazon and I bought myself the Cowardly Lions badge. And I put that on my vision, and I've kept it there for years and years and years to remind myself that I have the courage, I can be brave, and I can step out to do stuff like that. But really, you just remind yourself and go buy yourself the little badge if you need to, just to look at it. I'd love to have stuff like that reminds me of things that I can look at it and say, yeah, that's it. I'm brave.
And speaking of that, if you have been to my Facebook page, that we started a new challenge last night in my live to do a mind movie and post it into the link that I have there, and 2 people will win a free reading from me. So
I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll win a reading.
I started mine last night. I have mine I don't know if I have it halfway done or not, but I started mine last night. So
awesome.
And, you don't want to obviously be really personal, but it's definitely, and the thing about it that we were talking about last night is that if you put it in that group, then it's going to raise the vibration of your board because other people are going to see it and they're going to put their energy into it as well. And so we're all going to work together for our vision, our mind movies.
Yeah. Miriam wants to know, how do you make it? She has a Mac. So I think.
Oh, you could do it in, what is it? iMovie. You could do it in iMovie. Mm-hmm. Just have your pictures and then you get music and put it into the iMovie.
Marianne, we'll talk and I'll help you out with that.
Yeah. I'm also playing with Canva in getting the pictures together because you can do something similar in Canva.
And there is an app, and I paid for it years ago. It's called Mind Movies. It was like $100, but you have it forever, and you can always.
A year is not forever, but a year. It was $100 a year.
No, it was $100 forever. I thought.
I don't think so.
Really? Well, I'm going to go check that out.
But
what I love about that, I'm probably getting $100 charge on my credit card, and I don't even know.
You're like, wow, they are generous.
But what's great about the Mind Movies is you can make one movie per topic. Like if you want a new boyfriend or your love life, you can make one for that. You can make one for career. You can make one for anything that you want. So it's really a lot of fun. Okay.
At my Mind movie right now. Oh, I don't remember my password.
Oh, Jesus.
But yes, I was going to see if I could still get into mine, but I'm not going to
have the same password for everything like I do.
No.
That's why I'll never forget
in that one. But yeah, it's just mindmovies.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the easiest way to do it, which was amazing. Okay. So who do we have next? Who is here?
We've got Bridget, Heartslove, and Santino Murphy, 3 people.
Okay. So Bridget's here because she just posted.
Yeah.
And
what do you have, Bridget? You have a question?
And what was the love person? If you're here.
Heartslove said, no question.
Yeah. Heartslove, if you're still here, let us know.
Heartslove wants to know, how does Jackson feel towards her? Bridget would just like whatever spirit wants to know.
Okay. Okay, let me tap it and see what I can come up with.
Bye, Marianne.
Thank you, Marianne. Talk to you later. I think Heartslove is not here, and the other person looks like they're not here either. Who was the other one?
Santino Murphy.
Santino Murphy, if you're here, let us know. Otherwise, Bridget is, and anybody, what are the few people, I don't know how many are here. There's only 3 people here now that we were going to come back to and revisit.
There's only 3 people here?
Yeah.
Is that including us?
Probably. So that could be only Bridget. Bridget
Okay,
is it's you and us. You get the rest of the night all to yourself. What does Bridget need to know? I don't have any like pressing thing coming through for you, Bridget. Like, I kind of have a little bit of a moving potential.
Bridget. Yeah, just keep asking questions.
Oh, I know. Party night. Ask away, Bridget. No, there must have been one more because there's 2, so it must not be counting us. Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna pull some more cards. You do have stuff going on, Bridget. Well, we all have stuff
Cassandra.
Cassandra. Okay, Cassandra. Cassandra. I'm not going to do it that.
You can't even say it, right?
I know, right? I can't. Well, I'm trying to do it the correct way. Oh, Antonio. Okay, he's still here too.
Okay.
Antonio's still here, Murphy. I think I must have grown up with a lot of Cassandras.
Oh, Cassie. See, that's easy.
Cassie. Cassandra.
We can both say that the same way.
Cassie, yes, we can. Cassie's easy. Thank you. I don't mean to be rude. Ooh. You're pretty good at keeping your energy under wraps, Bridget. So I do feel like, do you mind if I go? Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I do feel like you're definitely self-doubting yourself a lot. You don't have the confidence in what you're doing and what you want to do and where you're going. I feel like you're questioning yourself a lot. And one of the things that I feel like, I don't mean to be rude, but in the first thing I see in here is like, you're making yourself sick. Like you're not giving yourself the self-love and you're not making yourself feel secure. Okay. Yeah. You're not making yourself feel secure about life. You're giving yourself a lot of headaches and problems. And it really is. You're not being truthful though. This is, even though I feel like it's like, I literally feel like I want to throw up. I'm sorry, but it's like, you know, you're making yourself sick with a self-doubt and a chatter that you have going on in your head. And it's not a true story. And I really want you to know that it's not a true story. Look at it says here, be honest with yourself, that you actually are a beautiful person full of all kinds of talents and gifts. And I don't know if it's really that bad, but I feel like you're really being hard on like, you don't need anybody else to tell you that you need to do something because you already know that you need to do different things. And it really is about, how do I say this? I'm going to come back to this card. You're a butterfly. A butterfly starts off as a little tiny caterpillar and it just manifests into this beautiful butterfly. And you're right in that manifesting time period, but you've got to trust that that's where you're going, is to manifest this beautiful part of who you are. But you're not allowing yourself to do that. You're holding yourself back. I feel like you're stopping yourself from moving forward. I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling this more than it is, but I really feel like you're just not allowing yourself to be the truth. It's almost like you're saying it's for everybody else around me, but not for me. It's like for everybody else to be able to do these things, but not for me. For me, I need to just be quiet. I need to not be heard. I need to not be seen. And you have this beauty in you, right? This beautiful butterfly that's coming to life. And you have the treasure chest. Look at, you're hiding everything in there. Nobody can see all that beautiful stuff in there, all the treasures, all the gold, all the beauty. Nobody needs to fix you. You're not broken. You're already perfect the way you are. Absolutely perfect the way you are. So you have to trust that you're perfect the way that you are. You have to trust that you know exactly what is best for you in your life and nobody else needs to tell you about it. That you can make the choices in your life that you want to make and nobody else needs to tell you about it because you know exactly what you want and you know exactly where you want to go. You have these two, right? You're a beautiful butterfly that's hiding all your gifts. You're hiding all that treasure and you're not letting anybody come near you. You've got that sword ready to wield if somebody comes too close because they can't see who you are because you don't trust that you're really that beautiful butterfly. I don't know if this makes sense
Hmm.
to you or not, but I really feel like there is a whole lot to you that nobody really knows about. And you need to allow that to come through and you need to share that with people. That's what I feel.
So I'm going to just continue on that vein a little bit as well. I got the one card was respect, right? Which to me is really respect for yourself, right? Respect that you know exactly where it is that you're going, what you're doing. I got soulmates too, right? But to me, it's being your own best buddy. It's being your own best friend. Being sincere. I got sincere relationships, right? And it's these two. To me, I feel like that person's almost looking in the mirror,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know, and looking in the mirror and saying, "Yeah, there you are. You're the one that um, I want to be best friends with. I want to recognize you." And also, what I love about this, because I got also two um, victory cards, right? I got this one, which is so wonderful. It's, she's just sitting on top of the mountain saying, "Yes, I can do it. Yes, I have arrived." Another one, dancing again, foundation. You're building that foundation. And it's all in victory. It's all in success for you. But the one thing, how do you get there? How do you get to the success? Is going inward, making friends with yourself, and just trusting yourself. I think the one big thing is respecting the oh, you want to go into mediumship, but you're not sure why you're scared. Well, there you go. Um, Isn't it funny? Why are you scared? Is it? I think people. There's different reasons why people might be afraid of going into mediumship, and I find one of the biggest things that people are afraid of is being wrong, is saying the wrong thing to somebody. But you
Mm-hmm.
have to remember that, like, whatever you get from spirit, it's so crazy. How many times, Joanne? I bet you can vouch for this. How many times do you not say something because you're doubting it, right?
I
And
just
then
literally wrote on a piece of paper 2 days ago, stop not saying something because you're afraid of being wrong.
right, and
Literally.
then what happens? Then somebody will say something, you go like, "I got that. I should have said that because you would have been right." So I think that's where that
Exactly.
self
Mhm.
respect, the self love, the self, I know that it's inside me, and
Mhm.
that's a hurdle that takes time. Some people get there faster than others, but I don't know if anybody fully gets there of trusting exactly,
Mhm.
because I don't know, sometimes you're just going to get that inside you and say, like, it sounds so kooky, like, how can I even say these words? And then it would have been the icing on the cake. It would have been the perfect thing to say, like, yes, that's my person you've got there, because you just said this, crazy thing. They like to eat corn dogs, and that's what we used to have every Friday night, and that's
Exactly.
it. So yeah, but I see, once you get past that, Bridget, I just got so many good victory cards for you. Self meditation, going deep inside yourself, loving yourself, and letting yourself out there.
So it's so funny because just before you started reading and pulled up your cards, I pulled the same deck as you did because I was like, I need to have some. What do you do now, Bridget?
Right.
Now that we have only two people here and we could talk longer, what do you do, Bridget? So what I see is you got to let life flow through you. But see, you're stuck over here. You're stuck in this cobweb, the spider web, and when you're stuck, you can't break through from it. but you have to flow. You have to flow with the universe. You don't need to be stuck. You just get to be who you are. Because look at all the dragonflies that are flying around there. They're free and they're doing what they want to do. And I never stick with what dragonflies mean, but they're important. Look it up. Marsha can tell us. but but I do believe that it's not just about you like giving yourself positive talk, but you're around people that are not giving you the encouragement you need either. So question, who are you hanging out with and what are they feeding you? Because, when I first started my journey in nutrition, I was with a bunch of logical people and some of them thought they were spiritual. When I look back at them now, I laugh hysterically because they really weren't. Not that I'm judging them, but they really weren't, because they were more in fear. They were more in ego and fear. But this is about look at the beauty in that, of all the creation, all the things that you can create. It's just magical. There's so much. Look at in every one of those balloons. They're not balloons. Sorry,
Bubbles.
what am I saying? Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Thank you. My brain is not working. There's beautiful things, but the other thing is, stop whining. So this isn't about you being, poor me, it's not happening. It's about you not listening to what you can do and what you want to do, because you're more into the fear part of it than the moving forward part. So for me, it's like, you can do this. It's right there. It's right in front of you. If you just allow yourself to just open up to the possibilities. Now, what I would like to know is exactly what, Marsha asked, what in mediumship are you afraid of? What makes you afraid?
And before you type that, while you're typing that, Bridget, a dragonfly is spiritual connection.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, surrounding yourself with really people that are going to encourage you. The thing that I love about my relationship with Marsha is that she's honest with me, right? I can say, oh, I have this really great idea. She'll go, yeah, maybe not. Maybe do something else. Or you're thinking about this in a wrong way. But also encouraging for things that I want to do too. Like, if I didn't have her support in the beginning of my journey, I would have been like, F this, I'm gone. I didn't have the confidence in myself to do it. So you really want to make sure, okay, yeah, we're all afraid of not being right. And you know what? We're not going to be right. It's what we do with the not being right. That's the key. Mm-hmm. So I can say, I have this gentleman and he liked to eat chocolates and he was a chocolate-aholic. Well, it could be he just really loved chocolates, but chocolate was needing to put the richness back into his life. So if I got to know, it's just like, okay, what did that chocolate mean? What did it mean to me? Or what was I feeling? Or what did I hear? What did I actually hear? So we're always going to be wrong in some things, but it's what we do with that no. We can't. And I used to be like, oh my God, I got to know. I'm terrible. This is horrible. But what I've learned is that no, because when spirit talks to us as a medium, we're only able to say what we feel or what we hear or what we see or what we know, right? The best of our ability. They're trying to work through our filtration system. But we may get it wrong. And so you just ask them, please show it to me in a different way. Please show it to me in a way that I can understand, because you just said it wrong. It wasn't that you were wrong. It's that you didn't understand it correctly to what they were telling you within your processing system. So now it's like, okay, that didn't work. You showed me a red car. So what does a red car mean? I don't understand, because I'm thinking this person drove in a red car. Well, their first car was a red car. You know what I mean? It's like just understanding it in a different way. Marsha wants to say something.
I just want to say too, a no is actually better than a bunch of yeses, right? Because Absolutely. A no is going to teach you, why did I go here when I should have gone there? So, if you just get yes, yes, yes all the time, it's like, oh, this is great. But you know what? You really need to get, especially when you're learning, when you're, obviously you want to get yeses when you're out doing a reading or something. But when you're learning, it really is good to embrace the no, so that you can then figure out, like, why did I go down that road? Or, geez, next time I see that or hear it or however it is, that it pops into your head, that I know where I'm going with that now. So, and it's just, again, it's so funny. It's not being hard on yourself because, oh my goodness, how many
Oh,
times
you
can
know.
you think it? And then you beat yourself up for days afterwards, saying, "Oh, I should have
Yeah.
done this." Uh,
I've
me
quit so
too.
many times, quit
I
because
know.
I'm like, I suck at this. But the other thing, what Marcia was saying is that a lot of times we get the no too because we embellish what we hear or what
Oh,
we know. And so we can
I'm good.
say, oh, I have this statue. It looks like Buddha. And so you would have Buddhas in the house and Buddhas in your car. You have Buddhas everywhere instead of just saying, "Oh, I'm seeing a Buddha," and the Buddha seems to be significant. Oh yeah, I went to my first like Buddha temple and blah, whatever. You know, I'm making it up, but the point is that we have to understand it when we don't have to understand it. We just have to say what we're given,
Right.
and that's it. That's all our job is. Because really, the easiest thing to do is to be a medium. The hardest thing to do is to be a human medium.
That's a good one. Yes. And you know what? Also, Bridget, I have to tell you, I can't even tell you how many times Joanne has said, "That's it. I quit." So now when she says that, I go, "Okay." But then 2 days later, no, actually not, maybe 2 hours later, she's like, "Okay, I'm back in." But you just have to feel all the feels for it. But yeah, don't be afraid because I think when you get that nudge to go in that direction, there's a reason that you feel that way.
How long have you been studying mediumship or have you been doing mediumship at all or where are you at in your process? Do 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 do.
We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh gosh, sometimes I think we're so nosy. Like, tell
I
us
know we
everything.
are nosy.
Ah, you're back to take the
Okay.
class.
Do you
Good.
mind me asking who you're taking classes from? Just curious. No judgment. Not at all. Just curious. But doing mediumship will definitely bring up personal matters.
I like what
Um,
did you just say? Oh, we're just curious, not nosy. Sounds so much better, doesn't it? Oh,
because a lot of times the teacher also is very important. Like, are they supportive? Are they more, dictatorship? Okay.
oh,
Okay.
Suzanne,
Hey,
excuse me.
I, I, okay. So Marcia has been nagging me forever to ask her to be on the show, Susan. I finally sent out an email to her.
You did?
I did. Haven't heard it back yet,
Oh,
but
awesome.
in fact, Irene that I had on, she said, "Oh, you should reach out to this person." I'm not going to say who the person is. Because I'm very much, if you guys know me, I love religion and the Bible, and because I have a very strong background in that, she goes, "Oh, you got to talk to this one person because she debunks a lot of that stuff." So I reached out to her, and her response back to me says, "I'm not in alignment, and my marketing does not align to your format." Like,
My God.
marketing, marketing.
What
Okay,
does that
clearly
mean?
you are right. We are not in alignment to each other. Definitely.
Oh, that's funny. So,
Oh,
Bridget, what I would say, so you're taking online classes, which is good. I don't know if you have anywhere to do live classes, like with, like in a circle. A circle is a good. I know everything's on Zoom now anyway
yeah,
because
it is. Where do
everybody's
you live, Bridget? What area are you in? Although I don't know, maybe people still feel more safe being on.
Yeah.
Yeah, live class. Where are you at? Where are you located? If you're in the UK, there's some people there. Oh, in
Oh, Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Well,
Should we go start a circle?
you know what? I'll reach out to you, Bridget. I'm opening another circle. Circles are always fun for practicing if you're interested in that. And yeah, I'll reach out to you. And I know some people in Vegas. So, in fact, this one lady, I just loved her to death, and she ended up passing away. But she was amazing. But she's connected to a lot of people, so I'll see what I can come up with that.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
It was fun talking.
Awesome. Good
Yeah.
luck, Bridget. You'll
Yeah,
do,
good
you'll
luck.
do well. I know it. Okay. So,
Just love yourself, Bridget. I've been through that whole not a fan of myself thing, and it doesn't serve you. So I'm sure you're magnificent, and you just don't know it. So,
and and just remember that the road or the path to mediumship is up and down, up and down. It really is. I wish it were smooth sailing, and it's oh my goodness, it's really a roller coaster ride.
I think if you're too comfortable with it, then you're not doing well. Because
Yeah.
I think, for us, like I know Carol, Macy, and I, we have high standards for what we want to do. We don't have it for other people, but for what we want to do.
Mhm.
And, it's very hard to do that. You're always having to adjust, and it is a roller coaster ride for sure.
Yeah.
You're always on the up and the down and
Oh my gosh, it's like one minute you are like, this is the most awesome thing. I love it. The next minute you're like, I am not getting out of bed today. I'm not doing it.
Literally, I like I said, I'm working with another teacher right now that is like kicking my ass. And I really felt like I was broken. And so I did a reading in my group. I do a Wednesday group, and I did a reading where I was like, I had 5 people coming through. And the person that I was reading for is like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I asked Spirit that I wanted to have multiple communicators because I want to be able to know when you have one of them. It's like you get a no, 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 and you're like, what is going on? And then you find out you have 5 people here. And but after that, I was like, exactly what we're talking about. I suck. What am I doing? I don't even know how to do a reading. I had 5 people. I couldn't even get good information. This is insane. And so I was telling somebody, I really suck at this. I think I'm going to quit again. I'm broken. And the next morning I did a reading for somebody, and it was like, just like, woof, butter,
Yep.
So it just happens.
I love what you just said. I'm broken. My God.
My tuner. Well, that's Denise Oxley. She always tells me, is your tuner broken? Yes, my tuner.
I love that. I love that.
All right. Who are we at?
Okay. We have Santino and Heart's Love if they're still here.
Okay. Is Santino and Heart's Love still here? Let us know. There's only 2 people, so I'm going to say no.
No. So
because we know the 2 people.
It's Bridget and Cassie.
That's it. Cassie and Bridget.
Our new friends. Yeah. All right.
So, yeah, I will. I'll reach out to both of you and give you some ideas.
Oh,
Santino's here. Okay, what was your question? It was something about.
Oh, I didn't write down the whole question, Santino.
Okay.
Can you do it again?
It's will my ex ever come back together? Will she ever forgive me? Like my life is a mess. I'm lost. Okay. Woo. Ex coming back. Ex lost.
Okay.
It's funny. I don't know why we don't see him in the thread. There's only 2 people, which will be Cassie and Bridget, and he's coming through. So how many other people are there that we don't know?
I know. You're not also on. Is it also on YouTube or no?
Nobody from YouTube is on here right now, but there were a few people earlier. That's where Love person was this question. Feeling into the energy, Santino, it feels like your ex wants to get back together with you, but doesn't trust you. And the trust may outweigh the want more than the trust.
Well, I think trust is all important.
Yeah, it's very important. The energy is not shut, though, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's what I'm just. Can I just jump in here because I got these questions these cards kind of quickly, and I also. This is how I feel, Santino, that ultimately is hope, which I always love, that there is always hope for the end result. But what I feel like this for you as well as her, I got the mental conflict card, right? Look at this guy. He's like just a mess, right? He's just going, what am I doing? I feel like it's going to be it's a timing thing. It's waiting, it's patience, it's having patience because it's again to build up that trust is not that easy. And the one thing that without a doubt to build it up is to be I've got truth, right? Is to really be absolutely truthful about everything, right? And that takes time, especially if there has been trust that is broken, and to build that up again, it doesn't happen overnight. But I do feel that there's hope for it if you continue to be truthful, be honest, and be open, I think is really how I'm feeling like, kind of let your heart out. Let it be known exactly how you feel. And it's going to take time. I just feel it's going to take time. It's going to take time. But I'm hopeful for you. I feel I love when I see this card. Look at that hope. It's beautiful. It's sunshine. It's brightness. And that's how I'm feeling. So just be open. And I'm just be totally you is how I feel. Be honest with yourself and with her as well. Okay, Joe.
So I do feel like there could be a newness, right? A rebirth, a newness of the relationship coming back. And it would have passion to it based on honesty. Like to me, that's all about honesty.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like it could be a serious relationship moving forward, but it's honoring the path and respecting and acknowledging the hurts and the wounds. And again, it has a lot to do, well, the power, right? It's about the power. This, I feel like for me, this is about being truthful about who you are. Like you were saying, what did you say? There's something you said here. Let me go back. You said, where'd you go? Something about you being miserable or you being unhappy or something like that.
He's a mess.
He's a mess. Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted. So this is about you being strong about who you are. Like if you're a mess, which we all are there, so I'm not saying anything bad about that, but it's not giving her the confidence that she needs that you're going to be there for her and you're going to be, see, a partnership is equal. And it's not one or the other or one over the other or under the other. It's equal. And you both have to give equally. So I feel like to me, because you've got two strong animals here, two strong cats. And in that, it's about balancing out that power between the two. So if you're not equally strong or powerful or confident within yourself, that's not about being a bully or, or anything like that. It's about just the strength of who you are, being the man that you are, being the like the rudder to your own ship and she's the rudder to her ship and you work together as a team. But it's got to be you've got to cross that bridge where there is that trust that she can trust and know that you're going to be almost, I feel like the rudder to me seems really important, like keeping straight on the straight and narrow and keeping strong within the path that you need to go for yourself. Because if you're not healed and whole, right? If you're not the peace around him, right? The strength of the trees, the strength of he's even standing on metal there, like something's under him that's metal. And then the cat's being there. It's all about you being grounded and strong within the power of who you are, knowing who you are, what you want, and not deviating from that. And it's when you start getting more into your own, what do I want? Or is something better? Can I change something? Or, like doubting or whatever, then that's going to cause the mistrust within her. So I feel like you can do it, but there's some definite, like there's passion. There's, you got this newness and the passion there, but you've got to have to be upfront about what all needs to be worked on and what needs to change, and knowing that you're going to have the power and the confidence to be able to change for her. Otherwise, she's not going to do it again.
So I just picked a couple more cards. It's so interesting, Joanne. I love when you're talking, and I've got the cards sitting here that you're saying. But look at the one card I got was heartache and loss. So I feel that find peace to be the right person for her. So I feel like this, excuse me, the past was extremely. It was hurtful. It was like it like cut deep, right? I feel like this is it's not like an easy little thing to get over. But you're gonna like these two cards that I got next. Uh, Joanne, as Joanne was saying, it's a partnership. What do I get? A partnership. Two hands
Mm-hmm.
helping each other, right? And that's what it's about. It's
Yeah.
about one person helping the other. And I also got love begins. And I think Joanne said the same thing. A new beginning for you two, right? And I do feel that there is hope for that. And
Mhm.
it's don't I just don't think it's going to come quickly and
No.
easily, but it's really just about going forward and building up that trust again, building up that foundation. So
That's
good
right.
luck, Valentino.
So really quickly, I had to do a rebel card just because
Oh, okay.
relationship conversation again, and it's stop obsessing. You are not the effing center of the universe, so it's not just about you. It's about her, and you have to both work together for the healing, and you have to be able to grovel, say you're wrong, and love yourself and know how good you are. All of these things. And she has to be able to do the same. Because I'm sure you're not the only one, right? There's two in a relationship and it always takes two to tango.
Yeah.
And weaving together the crown of desire. So it's what do you really want and how bad do you want it? And if you do that, you just have to realize you're not the center of the universe and then things will unfold. A lot of healing needs to happen for sure. A lot of healing.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yes, Karen, we are definitely doing the marathon tonight.
Hi, Karen. I'll say, my goodness.
That was fun, Missy.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot
Are
of
we
fun.
complete?
We're complete.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah,
you
we
guys.
are.
It was fun. And
Thanks,
again, if
everybody.
you want to be a part of the Mind movie, go into Reach the Unlimited Facebook page and put your stuff in there, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
Okay.
All
Thank you,
right.
everybody. Have a
Thanks,
good
Deb.
night.
Good
Bye.
night.